Story number 47, 13 Weeks. In a small beach town in Nova Scotia, there was a 24-year-old man named Tyrese Stoddard, who is a false convert. He is a false convert because he claims to be a Christian, but he does not truly represent Jesus Christ. On Sunday mornings, he'll be in church, all the while partying at worldly clubs 12 hours earlier on Saturday nights, or 36 hours earlier on Friday nights. On Saturday, July 12th, 2025, Tyrese went to a worldly dance club, and he got drunk. He was also floundering around with women in bikinis on the beach earlier that day as well. After he got home from the club drunk, he went straight to bed. He then began to have a vision that lasted for 5 hours but felt like 84 days. On day 1 inside the vision, it was Sunday, July 13th. He went to the heretical liberal ELCA church he usually attended. Later that day, he met a woman named Vanessa, who is a co-worker from Stoddard LCMS camp. For him, it was love at first sight, as he dove right into dating her as soon as she expressed interest in dating. They went on their first date to the beach, played around in the sands, played beach volleyball, and frisbee. They went to a nearby ice cream parlor in the middle of the date. Tyrese got the raspberry cheesecake ice cream, and then Vanessa got the chocolate strawberry ice cream. After they enjoyed their ice cream, they went running around on the beach and played frisbee again. Vanessa did not wear a bikini, but instead she wore modest swimwear. On day 2 inside the vision, Tyrese was running late for work, and then he went to a local cafe and got a mint latte in coconut milk. Tyrese works for his younger brother's campsite called Stoddard LCMS Camp. His younger brother, Brett Stoddard, asked him why he was late. Tyrese made up a lie and said that there was traffic. Brett saw straight past the line because Tyrese lives in a suburban area that's almost rural, and he never had to fight traffic to and from work, as he only drives on country roads to the campsites. Tyrese was assigned the task to cook pancakes for breakfast for Monday morning. He had to cook the standard white flour pancakes for those who don't follow eating plans, and he also had to cook coconut flour pancakes for those who are keto. As breakfast got started, Tyrese was cooking the coconut flour pancakes and the white flour pancakes, and Vanessa was frying the beef bacon and eggs on the grill. The other chefs in the kitchen were also cooking the pancakes as well. At 9 a.m., the Christian youth were ready to eat. There was a total of 37 teens there. Of the 37 youth, 12 of them are keto, and then the others 5 are not. A total of 111 pancakes had to be prepared. 36 of them had to be coconut flour pancakes, and the other 75 pancakes had to be white flour pancakes. So this way each teen could get 3 pancakes. The breakfast turned out great for the youth, and they went hiking after the breakfast. While the teens were eating breakfast, Tyrese was finishing up the cup of coffee he bought at the local cafe. After work, Tyrese went home and looked at pornography. On day 3 inside the vision, Tyrese, along with the other chefs, had to make bacon fiasco omelets, sausage links, toast, and cottage cheese flatbread for the teens who are keto. When Tyrese went on break after cooking, he went for a hike in the woods. On day 4 in the evening, Tyrese went to a customer service place, and when he wasn't getting the answers he expected, he had a foul attitude, and cussed out the man at the reception. The man in the reception called security to have him kicked out. On day 7 inside the vision, Tyrese was asked by a homeless man if he could have the second burger that was sitting in the bag, and sadly Tyrese told him no, and then ate the 2 burgers in front of the homeless man, in such a selfish manner. At night, Vanessa went on X, which used to be Twitter, to follow Tyrese, and what she saw was alarming. At night, Tyrese and Vanessa went to meet at the beach and they crossed paths with the homeless man, and the homeless man exposed Tyrese for who he really is. After that, Tyrese was confronted by both his girlfriend and the homeless man. Vanessa showed him his ex page, and then she broke up with him. On day 8 inside the vision, Tyrese was reliving the same week again. Day 7 inside the vision was July 19th, but then day 8 was back to July 13th again. Tyrese did the same things he did the first week, but this time on day 14, he gave the second burger to the homeless man, since he thinks that in the first week, Vanessa broke up with him because of the rude thing he did to the homeless man the first week. Day 14 had the same ending where Vanessa broke up with him. Tyrese told Vanessa that he donated food to a homeless man, but Vanessa still confronted him about his lukewarmness. On day 15, it was once again back to July 13th, for the third time. Same week and the same outcomes. This time in the third week, he deleted his ex page and started a new one. He had the idea of only posting the good works that he actually does on social media. On day 21, he volunteered in a soup kitchen and took a selfie of himself doing so. He then posted it on X, and the post was titled, "Helping Those in Need, #volunteer, #charity." On the day before, after work, he made a post of himself donating a large pizza and barbecue wings to a homeless couple. On the night of day 21, Vanessa was impressed with all of the charitable deeds that Tyrese did throughout the week. It was all fun on the games until one of Tyrese's worldly friends saw them and talked to Tyrese about how they were getting hammered almost every weekend at the worldly clubs. After that, Vanessa confronted Tyrese for his worldliness and hypocrisy and then broke up with him. Week in and week out, Tyrese was reliving the same week of July 13th through 19th again. On day 29 inside the vision, Tyrese began to try to figure out how to get out of the loop where he was reliving the same week over and over again. For week 5, he tried doing good works, and then abstaining from the worthy things he usually indulged in. When day 35 came, Tyrese told Vanessa about how he was getting hammered at nightclubs before he got saved, and said that he got saved 6 days earlier. But then they crossed paths with another one of Tyrese's worldly friends, who is a woman named Trisha. Trisha told Vanessa about how Tyrese was kissing her at the worldly nightclub on the previous Saturday, and began a relationship with her. Then Vanessa confronted Tyrese for two-timing her, and then broke up with him. In the start of week 12, on day 78, Tyrese chose to take his new girlfriend, Vanessa, on a one-week trip to Toronto. They checked into a hotel and enjoyed the city throughout the week. Tyrese still deleted his ex page in an attempt to prevent the breakup from happening. On day 84, Tyrese went on a date with Vanessa to one of Toronto's best restaurants. After the date, Vanessa received a warning from a friend on her phone via text message that Tyrese is a double-sided Christian. After that, Vanessa confronted him and then broke up with him. After this, the vision was now over, and he woke up on the morning of July 13th in reality. Tyrese relived the same week for the 13th time, but this time he is in reality, while the first 12 times were in a vision. He lived throughout the week doing a bunch of good works and deleted his ex page, and started a new one. Then on the morning of July 19th, he was talking with his brother Brett at a local cafe about how he was reliving the same week over and over again, and Vanessa always ended up breaking up with him at the end. Then Brett asked him if it was a dream. Then Tyrese told him that it was a dream that felt so real. Brett told him that God was showing him a vision to show him that lukewarmness never ends well. After this, Tyrese repented of his lukewarmness and surrendered his life to Jesus Christ for real. He also cut ties with all of his worldly friends and broke up with Trisha. Tyrese came to the Lord and now he got saved. At night, Tyrese took his girlfriend Vanessa on a date to the beach, and he shared his testimony with her. Tyrese and Vanessa crossed paths with one of Tyrese's old worldly friends, and that guy was upset that Tyrese cut ties with his worldly friends. After that, Vanessa saw that Tyrese is definitely a real Christian now. Tyrese also told her that he will no longer attend the heretical church he used to go to. Then on the following morning, Tyrese saw that it was July 20th, and he felt relieved. He then went to a church at the LCMS church his brother and Vanessa attends. The church is pastored by Donovan Blackstone. The pastor preached a sermon about how lukewarmness is a massive insult to Jesus Christ. Next, he preached about how no one likes lukewarm coffee, but people do like hot coffee or cold coffee. After the church service, Tyrese felt refreshed now that he attends a church with sound doctrine, rather than a heretical one. Tyrese and Vanessa both went on an awesome 7-day trip to Banff National Park 4 months after they started dating, and they had a wonderful time on the trip.